Ms. Luna from Florida, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you. It seems, and after this testimony, it's very obvious that although NEPA was initially intended to strike a balance between environmental impact of all major federal regulations and developing domestic natural resources, it's basically now been weaponized against really American energy producers when the real enemy of the environment is China, as Ms. Boebert had stated previously. But in addition to this, we're finding many frivolous lawsuits being launched against some of these producers via activist groups that often have little to no meaningful participation in the NEPA process, having tied up many projects in litigation, including over 2,200 onshore oil and gas leases. So these lawsuits are not from members of the public like many on the left have claimed. Instead, NEPA litigation surveys between 2001 and 2013 found that 59% of all the lawsuits came from public interest groups. So I think we can all agree that when that happens, it's usually not in the best interest of the general population. Rather than maintaining these common sense NEPA updates and streamlining the federal government's decision-making, reducing the cost, debt, time, and also complexity of analysis that were hindering producers, the Biden administration rolled back these updates, reverting us back to NEPA's 1978 regulations. So my question is actually for you, Mr. Carr. How many projects depend on the construction of the Cardinal Hickory transmission line that is currently tied up in litigation? And in addition to that, how has the delay of the Cardinal Hickory transmission line impacted communities that rely on this project's completion?
Yeah, thank you for your question. So in the case of Cardinal Hickory Creek, at last count, as far as we're aware, there are over 100 renewable energy projects that are relying on that interconnection into the grid. So very significant in terms of renewable wind energy coming into the grid. In terms of the community impact, in Darylyn's case, the community is the consumers of electricity we serve. So within that service territory, those consumers aren't receiving the benefit of that lower emitting wind energy, that lower CO2 wind energy. The partners in the transmission line with us that serve other utilities in the state, that wind energy, that renewable energy that we're trying to deliver is being delayed, and the costs of doing so are going up.
I think it's clear that modernizing NEPA's provisions would have significant impacts on the efficiency of project reviews, decreasing project costs, and reducing the likelihood of frivolous lawsuits. Unfortunately, it appears that this administration would rather increase red tape than streamline the process and bring relief to the American people. Thank you for everyone who joined, and Chairman, I yield my time.